Alright, let's get right to it and let's see what the next prompt is this time. Okay, so this was the last prompt, which was do not open, and we had a creature in a tank, and now this prompt is blood and guts. Wow, we could get super gruesome with this one, and that's just what I might do. Let's do this. Okay, so blood and guts. God damn it, this is, we could run some crazy ass, we could just run with this big time. Let me see if I can generate some ideas from my head. There's a lot going on right now because this could go so many gruesome ways. But the one thing that is popping into my head is, which is actually quite funny, is the Event Horizon movie where like that guy is, they walk into that room and he's like spread eagle with his like guts hanging out everywhere. He's like hanging from the roof. Okay, that pencil's not dark enough. Not that I'm drawing a masterpiece, but you know. So yeah, he's like, just do some really shonky shit here. So yeah, he's like spread open and he's like, guts is like folded back, and geez, I'm not having any luck with pens today. Have I got any more lead in here? Nope. Alright, now we're cooking with gas again. Anyway, where was I before I was really interrupted by all these pencils? Like he's tied around the ankles and like the guts is like coming out. It's like bleh. That's one option. The other thing that comes to mind is someone laying on the ground. Just with their torsos just cut off, cut out, whatever you want to call it. Actually, no, I'll ditch this idea. Anyway, alright. No, I don't like that idea. Alright, here we go. Here we go. I've just had a thought. Maybe we have like a scarecrow type thing. So we've got like a post. We've got like a post, and then we've got like this thing. No. Hanging from here, the hands are drooping over there like that. I have done something similar to this before, and I think that's why I'm remembering it. But it was actually like a proper scarecrow, and then yeah, like have this obviously longer, and then just have all the guts oozing out down onto the ground, maybe. Yeah, I think I like this idea better than that one. I don't want that one. I don't want that. Definitely don't want that one. Yeah, that one's blah, blah, blah. So we won't go with the Event Horizon scene. I think we'll stick with the scarecrow. I'm thinking, yeah, I reckon that one. So all right, I'm going to go off and get some paper and refine that idea. Disclaimer on this video too, this one's a little bit more gruesome than usual, so if you're squeamish and you don't like seeing blood and guts, even though it's not that great, it's not really realistic or anything, but even if you're slightly squeamish, I recommend not watching the rest of this video. Seriously. So as I was saying in the brainstorming part, is that this is going to be a scarecrow type sort of illustration where the creature is suspended, or say crucified and tied to a like a what do you call it, a cross type thing. Now this creature is a bad creature. And what has happened is, like most of my stories in this horror series and like most of my drawings, it's always a creature in this predicament that's a bad creature and it's had its justice served to it. So that's basically what's happened here, is this creature has been caught and it's been up to no good. It has been killing things. It has been, it's one of those horrible cryptid type things, and it had been caught and it basically got completely dissected. Now I decided I was going to use the samples that Chantal from Darkest Raven Design sent me for these Eraldo Di Paolo paints, because I really like these, and I'm going to use these samples up first before I open up my full tubes, because I did end up buying the full tubes of this paint, but I don't want these samples to go to waste, so I am using these up and waiting for the palette to turn up. I've got an empty palette, waiting for it to turn up, and then I'm going to squeeze all those tubes into the palette, because I don't like working with watercolor that comes out of tubes. I just don't like it. I really don't. So I'm going to turn them into palette watercolors, and that's how it's gonna go down. Anyway, back to the story of this creature. So yeah, this thing has been completely just slaughtered and hung up as an example. Like I said, most of these stories, this thing was a very bad cryptid. So yeah, it's really paid its price in being a extremely bad thing, and it's been now cut in half and hung up, and all its guts is hanging out, and yeah, it really did suffer a very traumatic death, this thing, and it deserved it, because it's a bad monster. Now, you would think it'd be pretty easy to find references for blood and guts on the internet without getting too morbid and completely disgusting in the Google search and turning off all the filters. I did not want to do that. So I kind of winged the guts, and I sort of tried my best to find as many references as I could. There wasn't too many out there, but like I said, I sort of just winged it. So you've got like his liver is exposed at the top there of where the rib cage is, and then the rest of the disgustingness. Well, you can see his stomach, stomach's sort of hanging down beside the liver there on the left side, our left side, its right side. And yeah, the rest is just intestinal, intestinal grossness. And then it's also had its head, top of its head cut off, and its brain exposed. And all while this thing was still alive. And hey, who knows? It could be still partly alive now and really suffering. But that's the price that it paid for what it has done to, humans or other nice creatures. Yeah, this thing is nasty. So it got its just deserves, I reckon. That's in my story anyway. So this thing is just absolutely disgusting. It's hideous. It is everything that I wanted it to be. And yeah, I am quite happy with this piece. It was a little more simple, and I was very happy with it. And yeah, it's just another monster that I have created and has come out of my head. Just another dark thing that was lurking in there that needed to come out on paper. So, and then I added the blood because obviously this prompt was blood and guts, and I really layered that shit on because, you know, blood and guts. Do I have to say any more? No, I don't think I do. The prompt says it all. So yeah, so that is the blood and that is the guts everywhere. Like I have said in my past videos, if you want to participate with these prompts and do your own versions of the prompt, I will have the hashtag that you can copy and put it into your piece on Instagram, and I will see it. I would love to see your creations. You know, by all means, please. Please do your own version and share it to me. And yeah, like I said, love to see them. So I'm just finishing up the final touches now, and then adding that white gel pen on everything. And that's it, basically completed. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you weren't too grossed out by this thing, because it is a pretty gnarly monster. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.